Right, you. Are we good? I think we're good. How are you all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here today to do Kingdom Volume 24, aka Chapter 251 to 261. We're gonna get actually, it's not an anime reaction. I'm like, we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get started. Chapter 251. Let me open that up. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of things just happened like in the last one, so it's interesting to actually see where the story is now heading towards. That's going to be very fascinating to watch. We'll see. We'll see. That's the best I can say. 251. Kyoukai. Okay. New front. No, obviously we're not in a war right now, so new front page thingy thing. Shin Army, 1,000-man unit, the He-Shin unit. Shin, captain of the special He-Shin. I'm aiming to become a greater general of the heavens. It's got Ace, the young king of Shin, aiming to unify all of China. Kaioten, strategist. Kyoukai, Shu clan of the Assassin Temple. If the He-Shin unit is seek revenge, you've got the Ace faction. You've got Heki, Bro, Shogun, Kun, and Xiao, who's still being shown here after so many chapters. He's still being shown here, which is pretty cool. Shin generals, you've got Oki, fell during the Zhao War, passed on his glaive to Shin. Mogo, old general who represents the state of Shin. Osen, Mogo's deputy, the current head of the O family, Ohon's father. And Kanki, Mogo's deputy, formerly a leader of a large bandit group. You've got the Gakukai unit, with Moten at the top, with 1,000 men of the Gakukai unit, Mogo's grandson. And the Gyokuho unit, the Gyokuho unit, Ohon, 1,000-man command of the Gyokuho unit, Osen's son. And the Ryo faction, the 4 pillars of Ryo, Saitaku, who is in charge of the diplomatic matters, Rishi, who is known as the keeper of the law, Shohei-kun, genius strategist, and Mobu, fierce general who boasts of unparalleled strength. Moten's father, and obviously Ryufu, Chancellor of Shin, who's doing as he pleases, Sei's political rival. Harem faction, the Queen Mother. Sei's mother stands at the peak of the harem. And then you've got the Zhao army with Hoken and Reiboku. Hoken and Reiboku. I love Reiboku, but I love Hoken more. Chapter 251, General of Yan. That's a cool looking color spread. Painted. Definitely, you can tell that it's painted. You know, using a paintbrush, not so much, just a pencil and whatnot. That was drawn using a paintbrush and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we saw this guy in the wilderness. Just he's cutting down trees. The man is literally just cutting down trees with his sword, like yeah. I'm a tree cutter. The steamy aura that he always has, of course. I finally understand the rumors of you being known as the manifestation of violence. But despite having surpassed the boundaries of a human, it appears you're still plagued by doubt. Who are you? Were you sent by that man? Apologies for my rudeness. I am known as Keisha, one of Reiboku-sama's vassals. Okay, interesting. What do you want? Though it seems you've already guessed as to my intention. I bring a message from Reiboku-sama. In the event that you find yourself unable to cut through Oki's shadow, no matter how many great trees you should be careful with your words, then the answer must lie on the battlefield. And he's got his glaive. Hoken is just like, I need to kill the scar. We have come to escort you, Hoken-sama, of the 3 great heavens. Alright. Everyone's gearing up for this showdown. What? Hoken has been appointed the commander, you say? Yep, there is no mistaking it. Yeah, they're not gonna feel so happy about that. There's no mistaking it. Just like at Bayou, Hoken is the commander-in-chief. But in reality, they're all moving to Reiboku's beat, who's in the rear. I'm on full map here. They've set up for Yan over 100,000 troops. Yan, they're not after us. Hoken. Just like how Shin took the chance to attack Wei Sanju, the Zhao are probably using the alliance as a chance to turn their attention on the enemy behind them. Yep. That's right. From the very start, Reiboku said that the Jin-Zhao alliance was so they could concentrate on the war with Yan. Oi 10. What Okay, we're gonna find out some Yan information. What kind of state is Yan exactly? Out of all the states in China, Yan could be considered the one that holds the most mysteries. Interesting. Not only is Yan located on the eastern fringe on the entirely opposite side of China from Xin, but up until recently it was a small mountain kingdom by the name of Chuzan located at the entrance between Yang and the rest of China. It appears that in the past we'd often have our communicate. Okay. Interesting. While it's unknown why a small kingdom like that happened to exist there, but there have been unsavory rumors that Yan has colluded with the various steppe tribes to the north and east. So, despite being so tiny, despite being so minuscule, basically there's no information. However, there has not been a single record of battles between Xin and Yan in the last few decades, okay? Hence, the majority of Yan's military strength on the general are unknown to us. The one thing we do know is that there currently exists a great general serving in Yan whose name has spread across the entire... Okay, what's that name? What's that general called? Gekishin. It was around... Gekishin. It was around 40 years ago. The state of Yan was on the verge of extinction from encroaching Shi forces when Gekishin and the now deceased military god Kakuki were able to completely turn the tide and push the Shi forces all the way back until they were completely wiped out. Gekishin. The savior of the kingdom, great general Gekishin. He looks... I don't know whether he looks pretty badass or not, I'll be honest here. Because usually... This is a trend I've noticed with the show. Usually... Not show, manga. Right? Usually what I've noticed is that if they have a helmet, they're not that badass. If they have a mask, that's a different story. But if they have a helmet, they're usually not that badass. But clearly, he's got the feats to back it up. So clearly, you know... Great General Gekishin. Huh. Oof, is it... If it isn't Old Master Seitaku. Okay. What are you doing in a place like this? Take care you're not trampled to death. I was on my way back to Shin, but then caught wind that you had set out. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Did you need anything from me? Did not... Yeah, okay, he's just giving them a fair warning, like, okay. We have some history, I don't know why, but we have some history, but man, don't underestimate anyone. Do not underestimate Ribaku and Hoken. If you think of them as mere young upstarts, you will pay dearly for it. Ribaku. There's no way I would underestimate the man who defeated Oki. Us men in the East have never had the chance to cross swords with you Shin in the West. But as someone who has rampaged in the same era, I am well aware of the Shin's 6th general strength. However, fellows like that Hoken man, I am well accustomed to. The strength, the powerhouses. Is that what you mean? It's the brute force kind of. The area near my place of birth, Bayou. Its mountains were filled with a bunch of hermits who call themselves path seekers and hid away from society. Okay. But every now and then one of them would descend from the mountain and run amok in the village. Going on about some tribe like being... Some tribe like being a Bushin. Okay. Interesting. I can't remember how many of those idiots Okay, he's got feats. He's got feats and arms and strength. Because it was... Maybe it was because of me, but it didn't take long for those fools to stop appearing in the village after that. Yeah. It appears this was an unneeded warning for the great Gekishin of Yan. Very well, let us be away, Ko. Haha, oh that's right. Old Master Seitaku, if you would be so kind to pass on a word to Chancellor Ryu for me. Tell him that so long as he compensates me more than Yan, I wouldn't mind. Okay, this guy is just, he's in it for the money. He compensates me more than Yan, I wouldn't mind moving over to Shin either. In the end, for you, it's all about money, eh? Indeed, it's all about money. Farewell. There exists a proverb in Chinese known as Yangji Weishi. or as the translation goes, to first begin with Wei. It is said that in the past, the king of Yan, King Shou, was faced with a kingdom that was on the brink of ruin, and so summoned his vassals, Guo Wei, to discuss how to attract talented men to his land so that he might rebuild his cities. Okay, a different kingship. To which Guo Wei replied thus: "If that is what you desire, your majesty, then please begin by showering your humble servant Guo Wei with lavish gifts. By doing that, more talented men than me from across the lands will definitely gather in our kingdom." That's a smart thing. Oh, this guy is. That's a smart thing to say, to be fair. And sure enough, when news travelled that the king of Shou had bestowed riches upon Guo Wei, highly skilled men began to flock towards the land of Yan, and there was none more fitting to represent all these fortune seekers than the military god Gakuki, and the current #1 general of Yan, Gekishin. In essence, Gekishin was a man who had abandoned his motherland of Zhao and moved to Yan on the promise of riches alone. That's pretty cool. I'm not fond of Gekishin. To have left his country just for gold. Some people just like the money. They like just the good life. No need to be like that. The changing of allegiances for the sake of fame and fortune is coming off in these times. To do so for gold alone isn't any different, even I was formerly a citizen of Yan. But that's pretty interesting. But just imagine how much money the Yan King at the time must have spent on appeasing all those men that flocked to him. But to have purchased that Gakuki and Gekishin was worth every last penny. Is Gekishin truly that formidable? Indeed, though he's not well known in Shin, he's certainly a monster himself. After all, it is said that if he had chosen to remain in Zhao instead of defecting to Yan, he very well could have climbed his way way up to even one of the 3 great heavens. Well, he could have climbed his way up to one of the 3 great heavens, but Hoken and Riboku are of the 3 great heavens, so... Just saying. Just what is with that enemy? Senbi tribe, Ryo tribe, even the Hakuteki tribe. Seems the rumors about Yan and Gekishin being allied with the mountain tribe was true yet. They're a brute force tribe. They're a brute force army. If we're not careful, they might. There is no need to worry. This is nothing more than a simple prologue for what's to come. I shall demonstrate to you what it is to win through overwhelming difference in strength. Hey man, you're confident, bro, but I mean, this guy is cloud. He's got that. He's got those feats, all right. He's got that hype. I feel like that. Why is this white? Can you guys see that? Yeah, this is. I don't know why, but like. Windows photos just changed to like white, like it's usually always black. Like the layout on top here, you know, everything is usually always black, but it's all white right now. It doesn't matter. It just looks pretty ugly. So it's like having Twitter not on night mode. That's how it looks like. Anyway, chapter 252, Gekishin's battle. I feel like he's always just getting hyped up just for Hoken to like destroy him. Although we've already got hype for Hoken, so I mean, do we need more hype for Hoken? Yeah. Chapter 252, Gekishin's battle, of course. Everyone just getting destroyed left, right, and center. Gekishin's... Ryoku just looks like somebody who's like a prince or something, and then you have Gekishin who just looks like the savage. Best way to put it up. Best way to describe it. This gigantic battle, in which both Zhao and Yan alike had mustered over 100,000 soldiers, was fast approaching its climax after only half a day since the battle first broke out. Onwards. Half a day. Report. Enri and Enbi have been ambushed and slain by enemy troops. The units have been destroyed. What of the Koku unit that was sent out to hit the enemy's left wing? They've lost sight of the enemies. They're currently searching again. Damn it. Just what is going on here? Every time we send someone out, they either come back with nothing to show or are met by ambushes. Bah. We wouldn't lose if this were a straight up fight. Well, it's not. You're pretty good. Okay, he's like the kind of person that likes the challenge. You're pretty good, Ribaku. In fact, I'd say you're twice the man I had imagined you to be. Every single one of the hands I've played so far has been perfectly read by him. I'm starting to just how Oki was able to be defeated, yeah? What of the poison cats that were looking for the Zhao headquarters? Poison cats? The poison cat, he's already released them so early, sir. The poison cats have managed to close in on the enemy headquarters numerous times already, but each time they've been thwarted by the enemy disappearing like mist again and again. That's just Riboku for you. There's actually a headquarters capable of shaking off the poison cat's tracking. That can't be. Now, no need to get all flustered. No matter how clever this Riboku fellow actually is, it's unthinkable that he would be able to best me. There exists far too large a gap in experience. Experience is not everything. Experience is not everything. There exists far too large a gap in experience between the two of us. Firstly, I've accumulated close to 60 years of one's life on the battlefield. But most of all, I hold within my head all the tactics and knowledge of warfare that belong to the military god Gakuki himself. So he was like, yeah, for protege, Gekishin's words were most certainly not an exaggeration. So that's him. The middle period of the Warring States era, if one were to ask who the great general of Eastern China was, then all the voices of the people would give cry to one name, Gakuki. The man who was able to save the state of Yan from the brink of destruction and even launch a devastating counterattack against the state of Shi. His accomplishments were such that he would later be dubbed the god of military by Zhuge Liang and Emperor Gyozhu. If the western fringe held Shin's 6 great generals and the central plains of China had Zhao's 3 great heavens, then it was none other than Gakuki in the east who managed to preserve the balance of power across the whole. Okay, so him alone is like equal to the 6 great generals and the 3. Basically, okay. That's even more hype than anything else. They have so much hype. And it was Gekishin who had accompanied Gakuki's side when he dominated the east. Though the two of them had both flocked to Yan as a result of Go Wei's Shin, Gakuki himself was more than twice Gakuki's age at the time. From the moment he arrived in Yan, the hot-headed young general Gekishin did little else but contemplate how to overcome the huge wall known as Gakuki that stood before him. But the question was how. Gekishin would follow Gakuki to as many of his battles as he could, and would then record everything, studying, learn from your enemy, learn from your superior so you can surpass them. He dedicated his entire body and soul towards stealing Gakuki's way of warfare. There's General Gekishin's come to spy on us again. That man really has no sense of shame. He probably doesn't even realize that we're right behind him looking at him. No, Gekishin is well aware that we are. Yep. It's fine. Such is how men of ambition tend to be. Gekishin is quite an interesting fellow. Naturally, to steal strategy just from watching alone is no trivial feat. Obtaining knowledge and being able to actually use it in practice are 2 different matters entirely. Yeah, that's true. But that is exactly what Gekishin did. Gekishin possessed the talent to actually reproduce Gakuki's warfare. Hence, Gekishin's way of war held many similarities out of Gakuki. Okay. They're giving him so much hype right now. But the Zhao is very great. Come on, I don't know. Urgent report. The Twin Fangs unit has been destroyed. Gakuki's method of war was to utilize one's own unfavorable situation to turn the tables against the enemies, then the Twin Fangs. It is precisely when you are on the back foot that an excellent chance to get a better grasp on the enemy presents itself. The existence of tacticians is for the purpose of controlling the battlefield, yeah. Hence, if one were to work their way backwards from all the results that have been achieved thus far, it is possible to grasp your enemy's true nature. Working your way backward. And he's just hyped. He's like, yeah, let's go. All the small clashes that have occurred thus far have gone as if they could see right through me. That's right. It's as if he can see right through all my hands. And from our position, it appears that all the movement on the right flank have been on a higher degree of sophistication compared to the other areas. But why the right? Why the poison cats, who are known as soundless assassins, assassination army, to be continuously eluded? It isn't as if they cannot locate the enemy, but rather that they have been unable to catch them. The poison cats are actually unable to catch something. No. The reason why the poison cats have been unable to capture the enemy headquarters is simply because it does not exist there. All of those are merely fakes that have been set up in advance. Then where is the real thing? He's been able to see right through my hand. No, he's not seen right through my hand. He's been watching me all along. Riboku is closer than I thought, but behind you is something. Just why does the Zhao army have such a difference in movement between left and right flanks? That's because you're sitting right there to my right, aren't you, Riboku? Okay. If he's right, good job. But I feel like Riboku might have seen that photo coming. I don't know. We're moving out, men. General. Riboku's true headquarters is hidden in the mountains to our right. All troops move out in the mountains located to the right of Gekishin headquarters. Report. Yeah. The Yan's command army is heading right towards this location. We have been exposed. I don't know it's difficult to tell whether Riboku saw that coming or didn't. He just has the ... So I don't know whether he saw that coming or not. Looks like he's quite a remarkable man after all. From the very start of this battle, that's a lot of text, I had felt something was off. The way he saw through the man moves and kept eluding the poison cuts. He quickly maneuvered himself into a location right beside me, yeah? And counted all of the Yan army's moves by being able to view us from the same vantage point. That makes sense. The reason why his troops to the right reacted better was simply because they were close to Riboku and they were able to get the information much quicker. What a terrifying man. From the moment this battle began, he had been directing it from right beside me. That's pretty awesome. The most impressive General Gekishi. He's giving him props, which means that I'm guessing he didn't expect, the plan to be exposed that quickly or something, or at all. The enemy numbers roughly is 15,000. We only have 8,000 men here. He noticed before we could spring our surprise attack. They've just passed to Mount Ko. What? Quickly assume formations are received, and Gekishin Yuno will be here soon. Yes, sir. So yeah, it's now no more tactics. Now it's battle. The northern steeds of Riboku's men were set to be the fastest of all in China. Get into positions, hurry. However, even then, we're going to contact with a group formation. The speed of Gekishin's cat was far greater than Riboku had imagined. Ooh, Riboku. Because the poison dog unit, which comprised the main... that is probably the best armor design we've had in the show so far. Just the black armor, which comprised the main force of Gekishin, consisted of men from the fastest horseman tribe, the Zhuangrong. With those, they have like a medieval spear, almost like a lance, like a proper horse lance. And it was these poison cats and dog units that were the Gekishin army's ace in the hole. 2 units that spread fear throughout Eastern. So they've got that intense look in their face. Zhuangrong, a tribe of mountain dwellers who caused the downfall of the Zhao dynasty. Is that a spoiler for the future? That they're going to be the cause of Zhao dynasty to crumble, or was that in the past? Was that from this point in the story? I don't know. I think obviously historical reference. But yeah, they're just going for everyone. Stay strong. I know there's a poison dogs. Here they come. Stop them. Riboku-sama, please get back. I have you, Riboku. We know who that is. I can see the glaive. I can see the cape flowing in the wind. We know who that is. That's Hoken. He's hyped. And the chapter. Oh no. Hoken is in the battle. Hoken is in the battle. Chapter 253. Meaningless battle. Meaningless. They're all getting slow. You may have the coolest armor in the show, but you're not getting past Hoken. Hoken in a series about armies and troops. Hoken makes no sense, right? He makes no sense because he's basically proof that it doesn't matter how good your army is. It doesn't matter how good your strategy is. It doesn't matter how good anything is, because he can just destroy it all by his own, and that makes no sense. But I don't care because he's badass. Chapter 253. Hoken, the man with the scar. It wouldn't be Kingdom without some heads flying off. It wouldn't be Kingdom without some heads. You know that. They're all they're all going for it. They're all dying. He just grabs that one. He just no, that's not part. Come on, bro. Realism has to exist. Like, he just grabs the guy with his helmet on and crushes the helmet on the head. Come on, bro. That's not. I'm sorry. That's not possible. That's not through the helmet. That's not possible. But that is Hoken now. Don't retreat, you disgrace. He just stabs that one person who was about to retreat. That said, this man isn't something any of you can handle. This man's strength is outside the bounds of reason. However, the same could be. Are you not? Are you sure you're not hyping yourself up? The same could be said of myself, Gekishin himself, not to mention. The strength felt by a great general is even further beyond reason. And he gets the flashback of Oki. Oh boy. A great general of the head. Oh boy. What's the meta? Oh no. I feel like this is going to be a one-shot almost. I feel like this is going to be a one-shot. He's like, okay. That's like getting cold feet now, Hoken. Blah! I thought you got split in half there, but I saw that and I thought but that's just like the pressure. He's fast, but he blocked. He blocked. What are you trying to pull? Just with one hand. With just one hand. Bro, run. At this point, just run. Just run. Right? I try and deflect that. I'll lose the arm, but run. With one arm. Oki was able to fight this monster, right? Gekishin-sama, impossible with just arm and from a resting position. Such strength. What is this, man? Yeah. Fraud. I had a feeling, alright? I had a feeling it was gonna end like this. I had a feeling it was gonna end like this. But just seeing it, man just called him a fraud. I was like, huh? Just huh? I came all the way here for this, huh? And Oki was able to fight. Forget Oki. Shin. To a degree. Kyoukai. To a degree. Were able to fight this guy. And that's how it ends. 242 BC. Zhao General Hoken defeats Yan General Gekishi and captures 20,000 Yan soldiers as prisoners from the records of the Grand Historian. So it seemed like Riboku's tactics were defeated, but Hoken just is like too much. I'm assuming you did not call me out just for this meaningless battle. But of course. However, this battle was a crucial step to prepare for the real thing that will come. I have no interest as to your intentions or actions. I simply thirst for a true battle. Oh, no, I was gonna say something very foolish. I was gonna say, let Shin arrive. Fight Shin again. You'll get a real battle. But no, that's foolish. That is foolish beyond words. Good thing I didn't say that. Because that would, I mean, I did say that just now, but that good thing, if I get it. That year would go down as a year of conflict, with both a war occurring in central China, Sanju, and to the east, the Zhaoyan War. Then you may be at ease. However, there was not a single person at the time who realized that next year would bring a terrifying and great war that would encompass all of China, apart from Riboku, that is. Okay, we're getting something. We're getting something big, it seems like. Big news. The Zhao army won. I knew it. The young General Kekishi was slain. All that, planning, all that, just like, oh yeah. Strategy-wise, he was pretty good. Tactics-wise, he was pretty good. Strength, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, he may have been part of the free grade. Oh, Zhao was free. No, everyone's free grade. Everyone's no, just no. The young General Kekishi was slain by Hoken, but didn't it finish a bit? It took just one day, just one day. Hoken, it's just too powerful. Seems the Zhao took very little losses. Wasn't Gekishin Yan's top general, Hoken? Riboku. Have there been any changes in the Chu on the opposite side? No, sir. Doesn't seem to be any changes. Maintain vigilance. Yes, sir. Chu campgrounds opposite the Hishin unit. That Riboku guy is pretty good. He's getting all that hype right now, Riboku. So the man who proposed the Shin Jiao alliance has managed to take advantage of it after all. But ultimately the one who profits the most from the alliance was Shin. But they managed to obtain Sandra is the biggest reward of all. Though that crap with the Togun stuff after was overdone, thanks to that we were even sent all the way out here just to scare them. Who are you three? Two army, 1,000-man commander. I'm just going to read the names first. 1,000-man commander Ko Yoku, Haku Rei, and General Rin Bu-kun. Okay, he's certainly got an interesting hairstyle. He could have told us to take back Senju instead of just coming here to make some noise and I'd be fine with it. The Prime Minister, that is. Idiot. Do you have any idea how big Senju is? We'd need tens of thousands of troops to siege something like that. Well, even if it's only been sent here to exchange glares with the Shin, it's not that bad of a posting after all. The 1,000-man commander who defeated Rinko of Rempa's 4 Heavenly Kings is here. Seems he's the same age as you two, yeah? Rempa 4 Heavenly Kings. Aren't those guys just no. Just a bunch of old relics. What's there to be proud of in defeating those retired old Oi Yoku. Are these about to be... Are these got like their next few villains? Not villains, but like the group that, you know, Shin will go up against. Taunting the Shin. Ain't that our job? He's gonna head over to below the He-Shin and shoot some arrows at them. Not too far. If they come out, we'll pull back. It's not like we're going to provoke them by glaring at them for 10 days, right? Good grief. This is why they never promote him higher. Okay. So does that mean, is that supposed to like imply that he's got the skills to be much higher? That's why they never promote him higher than a 1,000-man commander. Well, you could say that's one of his good points too. There must be a reason for our Prime Minister to send us all the way out here, considering how much he dislikes wasted efforts to observe the Shin army. Fu. He just he's like, yeah, shoot those arrows because we'll be fighting the Shin soon, yeah. And Shin is pissed, of course. Shin is of course pissed. Yeah, of course. Is that the end? That's the end. Never underestimate Hoken. That's what you should learn about these last few chapters. Never underestimate Hoken, because there's no point. He's just too superior. He's just too good, alright? Chapter 254. Choose Young Generation. Young Generation. Here they are, just shooting at arrows. Here they are, again. It's the 3rd day in a row. They're wasting arrows, though, so I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. Get your ass down here, you should come out and fight like men. Man's got a drum as well, like, yeah! Weaklings. Just teasing them. Good grief. That moron came out. Bang, bang, bang. What's this? What kind of man stays silent for all this? You must be a gigantic coward with no balls. No balls. Yeah, this guy, man, for freak's sake. That little brat's getting ahead of himself. Endurance, yeah. Shin is like, I can't believe that he's still there, though. I can't believe he's still there, though, not heading out yet. It would be foolish to fall for such obvious taunting. Don't forget what Kaio Ten said. We must obey headquarters orders. I'm gonna go, oh no. I'm gonna go take a leak. Just as this guy turned his back, guess he's not that big of an idiot. Time to head back. Shin is... That's it. And he he blocked it backwards like that. He blocked it backwards like that against Shin. That friggin' hurts, yeah, bastard. What? And he gets him. Yeah, he gets him off his. No, he didn't get him off his horse. The guy is still on his horse. Like the horse is like that's basically him right there. That stings. He actually managed to block my strike, and from behind too. Yeah, this guy is good. To be able to block it like that, that's pretty good. What's this dumbass doing jumping down by himself? Friggin' tear him to pieces. Ooh, save the captain. Go. Hoo-ha, the captain. Did they say captain? This man who jumped down here all alone is Shin of the He-Shin unit. What are you all surprised about? Weren't you the one calling for me? This guy really is one hell of an idiot, but he's also gonna slice you up if he really wants to. If he was really up for it, he's gonna slice you up good. Didn't a fight end up breaking out after yeah. Nantan, summon the men. We're going to bring Yoku back. Start ringing the retreat gong. Yes. We're forbidden from actually engaging. Okay. What's he doing? He's like shaving with his like knife or something. I know that, but if we fail and it does turn into a fight, it'll be your responsibility for not stopping Yoku in the first place. And it's Shin, but he's on horseback. He's got an obvious advantage right here. But Shin is blocking, but this guy is wasted. After all Shin has been through, like he's on a different level right now. They're both thinking, not telling each other, but thinking. Yeah, this guy is pretty good. This guy is pretty tough. Damn it! I should have brought my favorites. Look at that. Look at those excuses. The gong for retreat, and he's gonna retreat. No, you're not gonna be able. No, Shin just knocks him off the horse. Like, where do you think you're going, son? Where do you think you're going? There's no helping it. Yeah, this has just escalated. This has just escalated. All troops actually head down and assist the captain, but make sure you don't pursue him too far. For God's sake, what is Shin? Yeah, you should have expected that from. I'm sorry, Ten. You should have expected that from Shin. Or I just want not to take the bait. The gong for retreat hasn't stopped sounding. I know already. What's this, you shit? You planning to just turn tail now after all that taunting? All of Chu's people full of... Oh, shut your mouth. Those are the orders we were given. I'll friggin' kill you. Now he's taunting him. He's taunting him. Sides. It's the same for you, ain't it? Damn it. He's retreating. You think... And Shin is just... One-man army. He's just chasing. Like, screw that. Screw retreat, screw anything. He's still chasing us. Piss off already, you damn monkey. And Shin just deflects that arrows. So yeah, Chu's arrows are pretty light, aren't they? Shut your mouth. If that was Ray's arrow, then you'd already be. Well, there. I'm getting that. That's the arrow that you were talking about. Like he sees that, he's like dodges it, comes towards Shin. Shin blocks it. He nearly falls off his horse, and you just see on the horse with the little, the annoyed thingy, just like we're pulling back Yoku, just the annoyed face. He's fallen off the horse. Wait, damn it, he managed to block my arrow. That's Shin of the Hishin unit. What? I see. So you're the famous Shin of the Hishin unit. This guy's arrows are normal. Do we kill him? Don't be stupid. If we kill him here, then we really will get dragged into a fight with the rest of the Hishin unit. And if that happens, it'll be a war, won't it? See you then, monkey. What? And what I like you buzzing out now? After knowing who I am, who the hell are you bastards? The name's Kyoyoku, 1,000-man commander of Chu, also known as the Thunder. And this guy here is the youngest member of the Really? The youngest member of the 10 Bows of China, a 1,000-man commander, Hakurei. My bow is ranked 3rd in all of China. As a 1,000-man commander, wow. 3rd in all of, wow. And it's not that I don't want to fight you so much as I'm not allowed to fight but Shin blocked it. But Shin blocked it. You gotta kind of keep that in mind. It's not that I don't want to fight you so much as I'm not allowed to fight because of orders from the top. Now I'm pretty sure it would be the same for you. Couldn't think of it. I think 10 mentioned something like that. Shin of the Hishin. So we've got the Thunder and the Bow. I'm gonna call them Shin of the Hishin unit. As you can see, all of us are the same generation, and we've also heard a few hints of other men too. I'm glad to see that Shin also has promising 1,000-man commanders such as you, such as us. I'm looking forward to the real thing. Look at you two dumbasses, so full of yourself. I'm telling you now, the young 1,000-man commander of Shin are all mine. Yeah, 100%. Second-rate trash like you aren't even in the same league as us. My man has learned the way of the words. He's learned the way of the words. Until we meet again, Shin of the Hishin unit, you're friggin' dead next time, monkey. Kyoyo and Hakurei. Yeah, 2 more names that I have to remember that I'll probably forget. The Chu still aren't ready for an all-out war. If a fight actually did break out here, then the entire front line will immediately begin hostilities too. And if that happens, Shin will have no choice but to truly engage in a war of the state of Chu. The captain, so lucky. Yeah. Is that because of 10? Is that why? Is that why he's saying that? That's fine though, isn't it? It's not fine at all. The state of Chu is a superpower. Their total territory is equal in size to all the other 6 states combined. One state is equal to all 6 states combined. Yeah, that big. Honestly speaking, you probably can't even begin to imagine the size of their military. If they're really that strong, then why the hell don't they just attack us? Makes sense. I just seen like the map at the bottom before even reading this. If they're really that strong, then why the hell don't they just attack us? Because a large amount of area they hold also they've got to defend their place. Due to how the state of Chu is so widely spread, they're actually touching the borders of 5 other states of Xin, Han, Wei, Zhao, and Ji. Hence, Chu must put great consideration into deciding whether or not to attack any given state. The moment they attack any of the other states might take an opportunity to hit back. That makes a lot of sense. That said, the moment a war does break out, the Chu are fully capable of completely wiping a state off the map should they desire to, which is why every single state has gone out of their way to avoid full-blown conflict with them. And Shin was just about to go. He just don't care. I mean, he didn't even know, but he does not care in the first place. Even if he did know, he wouldn't care. And as for the Chu, like I said earlier, they can't lightly commit themselves to a war either. But going by what you're saying, it sounds like we're never going to fight the Chu then. That's not true either. Shin's High Command has been working on a grand strategy to be used against Chu as well. The announcement of his Sandra becoming Togon is also proof that the strategy is still being moved forward. Somehow, we ended up fighting with them earlier than expected. Only a bit there, he's getting punished for that. And it's all because of you. So, how was Shin of the He's nothing. Yeah, alright, yeah, stop lying. What about you, Ray? Obviously he's quite strong. He blocked my shot after all, but well, he's still no match for Yoku if he has his Bakuya sword with him. Yeah, okay. So, that wasn't just words. That wasn't just like all hype, just like, hey, man, I need my favorite sword. He actually has a favorite sword. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Chapter 255, Chancellor of State. Report. At this time, a most strange event was occurring in the royal capital of Kanju. The Kori and Rin families have defected back to the Ryufyu camp. Likewise for the Rakutaku family. The previously neutral Mr. Gyoshaku they're all joining him now. Political parties that distanced themselves from Ryufyu due to the rumors of his affair with the Queen Mother had suddenly begun to flock towards. They're all switching side. Why has everyone suddenly gone back to the Sei faction was losing powerful allies one after another? Strange. Ryufyu's camp hasn't made any conspicuous moves either. Just what is happening? There is a reason why the Sei faction were not able to fully comprehend the situation that was happening around them. Hey, how do we switch from like the political aspect to this right now? Ro-I. Who's Ro-I? Who's this fella? This fella, your highness, hey. A mysterious man by the name of Ro-I had suddenly appeared in the royal harem that was normally forbidden to male, but due to the isolated nature of the royal harem, news of him had yet to leak to the outside world, okay? Hence, even the Ryufyu faction themselves were puzzled as to the reason for the sudden influx of allies. It's because of the queen, the mother queen. Mr. Gyosho is joining us. The same for Seiho-sama. What? Even Senroku-sama. Rishi-sama. Just what is... Rishi-sama, may I request one moment of your time? The royal harem faction has been influencing people behind the scenes to say, yes, sir. Everything has gone according to the Chancellor's plan. I shall explain from the beginning. First, the Chancellor had me search for a man who would be well versed in the acts of... well... Alright, and was then I introduced a man by the name of Ro-I to him. It is said that his member is stiff enough to hold even the wheel of a cart. He then had his beard and eyebrows shaved and smoked into her as an eunuch. This is not how I expected things to go. This is not how I expected us to go at all. To act as the Queen Mother's pleasure fight. The Chancellor, oh, your highness. The Chancellor disliked being the recipient of the kingdom persistently, but at the same time he could not afford to lose it under the royal harms. It makes sense. And so, okay, makes sense. In his last resort, he devised his idea of using Ryōai as a means to distance the Queen Mother from the Chancellor. And it all went just as the Chancellor predicted. The Queen Mother has been completely captivated by Ryōai's body. Now, not only is the Chancellor free from the Queen Mother, but the three great families who were sent here from the royal harem have also begun to go on the offensive against the king's faction. The influence of those families is truly something else entirely. So ultimately, the Chancellor really did commit allure of the Queen Mother after all. Well, whatever, the main issue now is this Ryōai man who has managed to sneak into the harem. The rules forbidding the entry of men into harem most certainly are not to be taken lightly. If words of this get out, then it's completely possible that the Chancellor would be utterly destroyed. Who else knows it? No one. What? Under the Chancellor's orders, I've already had every single person related to this scheme. What about you? To the scheme assassinated. Right now, the only people who know the secret are myself and Rishi-sama. And why did you choose to tell me of the Chancellor bowed me to pass it on to you? Is that so easy? You're about to die. Yeah. The fact that one of Ryufu's officials was found to be assassinated in a room that night did not become big news in the city of, yeah. I mean, that was the second this random thought I said I knew of it. I knew, yeah, it was all going down. It appears the queen has taken a liking to that man, and thanks to the gifts of the three great families, our ranks have swelled so much they're fit to burst. Nevertheless, I still believe this reliance on the royal harem faction is a double-edged sword for us. What's this? Are you perhaps angry that you were kept out of the loop? This is This is not something as childish as that. Forgive me, I had planned to tell you, but was too occupied with the affair. Besides, you could say that I wanted to settle this matter with my own hands. Well, whatever, it's already over and done with. I'd say it's time I let out all the pent-up frustration I've been accumulating. Rishi, it's time I graduated from... Okay. They're starting. At last, Ryufu had managed to obtain the seat of Chancellor of State, a position even higher than his previous role of Chancellor of the Right. Chancellor of State could be considered the highest position possible in the royal court. By this point, the only other position above it would be the king's throne. Not only the Chancellor of State position remained empty, but Ryufu was able to utilize his power and influence to place himself onto its seat. From this point on, it's not just Chancellor anymore. Make sure you address me correctly, lest your head roll. Say on the rest of his faction. We're utterly helpless to oppose this out of... He is moving ahead. You guys are in a predicament. After we made so much progress, now that they have the harem, we can no longer oppose the Ryufu camp at all. If it's come to this, we have no choice but to start from square. No. If we are able to hold out and overcome this trial, then we shall still have a fighting chance. We must do whatever it takes to even the odds between our two factions right now. But sire, we no longer have any methods available to us. Your Majesty, come with me. This is, don't tell me, Your Majesty. Let's go. Is that, what's that? Open the doors. Really? Haikyuu? You certainly took your sweet time, didn't you? Ace. We're bringing Haikyuu back. Okay. I did not anticipate that at all. Chancellor of the Left, chapter 256. But aren't you the one who's been continuously ignoring all my proposals? You've kept me locked up in this moldy old place for three years now, Ace. Proposals from Haikyuu-sama. He will assist us in defeating Ryufu, and in exchange I will set free Haikyuu and all of his retainers that have been confined together with him in this castle. Those are the terms that Haikyuu has proposed to me in the past. Can you trust him? Set all of them free, Your Majesty. It pushed that far that you have to go through this length. I don't even have the slightest intention to forgive you for your crimes. But given how dire the current situation is, I cannot entertain such petty emotions. There is no better chance to strike at Ryufu than now. Lend me your strength, Haikyuu. Fu. No need to wax eloquent on me, From the very beginning, there's nothing more than an agreement between adults, free of personal emotions. All you need to do is set us free, then sit back and watch. Alright. Oi, Shobun-kun. Rest easy knowing that I will not be turning on you suddenly. Though the fact that a mongrel like Ace is sitting on the throne makes me sick to my stomach. Just the thought of a filthy commoner like that man wielding such power in the court is even harder to swallow. As royalty, it is our duty to maintain the order of the kingdom. We'll bring down that wily old raccoon. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Basically that. Ooh, Chancellor of State. Chancellor of State. Urgent news. Sir Retsu and Go, along with a large number of other men, have just defected to the king's faction. What? We have also received reports of the king allying with Prince Seikyu's group. What? It's just a back and forth right now. Even Mr. Choco and Mr. Shiki have joined our side. The same for Kuka. Even the distant relatives of the royal family have started to stare truly. But even so, who would have thought that the prince's groups would hold this much power? It's a given that they would. After all, those men that were released together with Seikyu-sama are members and distant relatives of the royal family. Every single one of them are powerful men who hold great influence in their own right. Kya, 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 kya. It didn't take long for us to sway the scales back to even footing, eh? How's that, they say? Out of the way, wretches. Okay. The royalty is back. The royalty is back in the court. If that's all it took, then you really should have just released us sooner. Do you take us for fools? It's obvious you're still hiding. Of course. Obviously. It's having something up your sleeve, which is why we had you so strictly confined in that palace. Though I'm grateful for the new allies we've been bolstered with, but looking at it from another angle, Seikyu is gaining power too, and if he wants to start a rebellion, he can start a rebellion again. As I thought, isn't it far too risky to have released these men just on the grounds of a verbal agreement alone, Your Majesty? Don't start jumping for joy just yet, Seikyu. My terms were for us to overtake the Ryūkyū factions, not merely match them evenly. It doesn't matter if you have to rope in men whose intentions we cannot discern. The most important thing now is to scout as many people as possible in the next 10 days. The next 10 days, what do you mean? With the ascension of Ryūkyū to Chancellor of State, there still remains 2 empty Chancellor seats in the court. After the death of Mr. Ketsu, the seat of Chancellor of the left has remained. Okay, I see. So Chancellor have left it. But Sire, isn't it already decided that those will be filled by Shoei-kun and Rishi out of Rio's 4 pillars? They will not be officially appointed until 10 days' time. What? Could it be that ACU? You will use the opportunity presented by the Ryūkyū Brazen Ascension to Chancellor of State against him. Now is the chance for us to acquire power for ourselves. Shobun-kun, sire. Since you first switched to an official position all those years ago, so that you might serve me better, your moment has finally come, Your Majesty. Seikyu, the time limit is 10 days. You must bolster our ranks with as many men as you can in that time. Don't make it sound so easy. Well, so long as I reach out to some of the old timers in the royal family, then it should be possible. But this is going to cost you a fair bit. Don't screw with me. You're the one that owes me a far greater debt. I like this. I like this. How the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Good. 10 days later. Who are all those old men over there? Well, that's... No, that's not him. Okay, who are those? Like the appointers? I don't know. No, that would be the king, wouldn't it? Well then. We hereby appoint Shohei-kun to the position of Chancellor of the Right. Next. Shobun-kun is also hereby appointed to the position of Chancellor of the Left. Alright, my lord. Endure it, Rishi. Your time will definitely come, I understand. Okay. The appointment of Shobun-kun to the seat of Chancellor was of extremely significant impact as far as the power struggle occurring in the court. Yeah, you've got basically 2 on each side now. You've got the right and Ryūkyū, and you've got the left and obviously Ace. The struggle occurring in the court was concerned. The competition to gather powerful parties for each faction was because the more people they had, the larger the voice or right to speak they would hold in court. But having someone like a chancellor under the wing would instead provide provide them with some measure of a right to decide on policy, even if Ryufu were still above them. With this, the Sei faction had without a doubt managed to obtain power in the Shin court. Extremely excellently done, Your Majesty. Step. But to join hands with an old enemy, I wonder if those that died to their hands are now turning in their graves. Those who fall midway on the path have no right to criticize me. Path, yeah, path. He's speaking like a real king now. Isn't that enough? Foo. Well, at any rate, if I had to imbibe the poison known as the royal harem, while you had to resort to the poison of the royal prince, then I suppose this competition between us will be decided by which of us holds the stronger poison. Wouldn't you say? You are incorrect. This has nothing to do with who has a stronger poison. Ultimately, this competition comes down to which of the two of us is stronger. Naturally, that would be me. Oh, I love this. He's finally speaking like a real stepping up, not just taking it, but he's stepping up and punching back. Oh, young king, you've certainly become quite something, haven't you? Yeah. That's how it ends. That's how it always ends, doesn't it? That's how life just ends and just screws you over. But hey, Small Kingdom, chapter 257. Look. Ooh, shift's finally over. So the people at the battlefield. Small Kingdom. Hey. Hey. Grope. What is it? Enemies. Why the hell are they? My head hurts like hell. My nose, you drunk far too much. Yeah. In the first place, you shouldn't drink so much. He's a commander. I let him do what he wants. Come, Tan, you drink too. Here he is again. Don't fall asleep there. Well, I guess it's okay. Why? Yeah. No. You messed up equally. Good morning to you, Strategist 10. Morning. Good morning. 3 months have already passed. Nice progression of time since I first joined the Hisshin unit. Hey there, Strategist girl. Morning. It feels like I've managed to fit in pretty well here. Good morning, Tensana. Good morning, Squad Leader Taku. Good morning. Yeah. You gotta get used to that now. Even though no one's tried to pull anything funny on me, it's probably because of how close I am to Shin. Yeah, no, they're pretty respectful to people here. Armin here. Damn it. The hell you just say, asshole? Yeah, I should have already. I just said, go piss her away. It freaking stinks like hell when you're sleeping. You wanna die. I just like Shin, crude and thought. Yeah. But, whoa, another one started. She's staying here feels more comfortable to me. It's home. What a bunch of idiots. What's this strategist girl doing? A bath. Huh? Just put a towel on her head. Alright, let's put some gusto into it today. Even if you say that, we're probably glaring at the chew all day anyway. Okay, 10. How long are you planning to have us sit on our asses for? Huh? A messenger, we have new... Okay, here we go. Orders from command. Yep, they are gearing up. Everyone is gearing up. Move out. We're going home. As if it were from a secret signal, both Shin and Chu forces at the pass began pulling back their troops at practically the same time. Under orders from High Command, the Hisshin unit made for the city of Token, located towards the eastern fringe. This isn't good. What is it, Ten? The area we're about to enter is outside of the maps we have. It's unexplored territory to the Shin army. We won't have anything to guide us to the eastern front lines from here. Let's proceed with caution. Considering how this area is on the border of Wei, Zhao, Han, and Chu territories, it wouldn't be strange to run into any of their soldiers. Gotcha. All troops alert status. Maintain vigilance while advancing. Alert status, they say. Serious. Beware of the thickets of to area. If you're going through unexplored territory, you need to be careful. Why did it have to be when we're on the outside? You're the one who wanted to take the outside, saying it's too hot and sweaty in the center. Better not be some guy suddenly popping out and going like, oh, whoa. I can honestly see that now coming. No, just a bird. No, that's a person. Enemy attack. We're under attack. Are you sure? Wait, who is it? A kid. This kid. Okay. He's good. Is that like, no? That's definitely not a trick. He's got arrows. Behave. Bring Shin over here. Keep an eye out for enemies. Who is that kid? Drink slowly. What happened to you? The city of Joe was attacked. by a Han army. Han, isn't Han? That's another state that we haven't fought with yet. Do you know about this Zhou city 10? Nope, never heard of it. Oi, which states does that city belong to? Is it Chu or maybe Wei or Zhao? It doesn't belong to any of those. Zhou is a state. My name is Shu, a city. Okay, we've got a new state now. A citizen of Zhou. What's he on about? There's no such state as there, is it? No, hang on a moment. China was originally divided into more than 100 small states, but over 500 years of warfare, we've ended up with 7 large states of today. Still, I've heard that there exist numerous small states hidden in remote areas and mountains that have yet to be absorbed by the center. Okay, that right in this area is some tiny state by the name of Zhou. Please help me. Everyone will be killed. Please save my mother. Please. Yeah, they're heading out. They're heading. There's no more hesitating. They're heading out. Is it really okay to just go like this? What about Token City? There's no way this is okay. We're clearly disobeying orders. Lieutenant, I understand. But this is also one of Shin Dono's good points. Make sure you guide us properly. Yeah. You got something to say about this 10? As if I would. Everyone is dead. This is a slaughter. All the corpses are of women and children. There's so many kids, they probably escaped trying to save their own children at the very least. They're still fighting. Some of them are still alive in the inner fort. I'll definitely... No, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that. Just making sure with you, 10. But fighting with hand soldiers isn't going to cause me any problems, right? Of course it won't. Alright, let's see. Yeah, he's going. But... hurry up and open it already. Bang, bang, back in Sama. Urgent report just now. A Shin army appeared outside the city. What? Han army, 2,000 man commander Baccano. Baccano. He's gonna die. This volume, he's gonna die. Chapter 258. Zhou's livelihood. Hurry up and open the goddamn thing already. Bang, bang. It's no good. We can't hold him back for long. So this is Elder taking out. Oh no, don't. You want to be saved. We will show them the glory of Zhou until the end. That's better than meeting our ends at the hands of Han. Start with the children. Don't wait. Yeah, the Han army's attacks have stopped. Shin, my boy, good job. Yeah, good job. Good friggin' job. Who the hell are you guys? Don't interfere. Push them back out. Dead. Kaio 10. Our infantry have arrived. Have them advance into the city as they are. Is that okay? We don't know how many men they're feeling. To send the bulk of our troops into the city is just the Han don't know how many men are in our units either. That's true. Taking account the size of the city, they most likely have less than 5,000 men. That's also very true. The enemy is currently in a state of confusion between being caught off guard and will smash through them without giving them a single instant to rally themselves. Yeah. Alright, keep it up. What is that? Back on. Don't get cocky, you damn monkeys. Back on time. I kept them back, and there he is. So that's their commander. Leave him to me. Careful, Captain. That man's pretty lieutenant so sweet. It's fine. It's Shin Dono. He's coming from the left. Like, he is pissed. Trying to be cocky. Nah. Ever since the battle with Rinko, Shin Dono's horsemanship has improved by leaps and bounds. Bad guy, no. Deserved. Slashed and done. Just that. It's that simple. No long battle, just slashed and done. It's over. So many people died, though. Friggin' heck. This small city counts as a state just by itself. I'm impressed you've managed to survive on the border of the other large states for so long. Yes, there is a reason why Zhou has managed to survive until now. Zhou is under protection of the free states of Wei, Zhao, and Chu. Under the protection of the free states? What do you mean? There is nothing more important in this age of warfare than keeping an eye on the movement of the other... they didn't protect you lot just then. Movement of the other powers, and if there were a means of reliably obtaining this information, it would be so they're basically a state of informers, I guess. Reliably obtaining information. This state's livelihood depends on selling of information. It's powerful. I won't make any. This is the method of us. This is the method us weaklings have derived to survive. That, fair enough. I mean, no complaints from me. Due to rugged mountainous terrain and dense forest surroundings, it is extremely difficult to discover our city. The truth is that even amongst the free states, only a handful of officials even know of our existence. It is purely thanks to those men, spies, and other informants who come here to trade for information that Joe has been able to exist for so long. I've heard that there exist many other locations around China that operate similar to us. Fair enough. It's rather accurate. One of the most important things in warfare. I wonder if Shin has been keeping tabs in places like this where they can get most certainly. I would be surprised if they didn't. If not, Shin will be at a serious disadvantage. Then what was with that Han army that nobody protected you? Han happened to coincidentally stumble upon our city. They sent us a delegate ordering us to feed the Free States false information so as to sow confusion between them. However, since we wanted to maintain our neutral affiliation, we refused them. And the result of that is what you see now. I would like you to please take this with you. This is a map of the surrounding area. The path to Token City, which you are riding to, is perfect. Please forgive us for being only able to offer you this paltry gift in exchange for saving our state. However, the debt will certainly not be forgotten by the people of Joe. Someday, we will definitely. No need to worry about such things, Gramps. It's not like we will help you. It's not like we helped you hoping for a reward anyway. So this map will be really helpful to us since we don't have one ourselves. Is it really safe for us to leave? What if the hand come again? Since we've already sent out a request for aid to the Free States, I believe we should be alright. Perfect. After all, information truly is a precious commodity in this day and age. So information is the state of Joe's weapon, hey. There really are lots of different ways to fight in this world. Yes, there are. He's getting wiser and wiser by the minute. Alright, move out. Big brother. Oh, is that you, Shu? Your wounds doing okay? Yeah, but they really hurt. Fair enough. You should have been dead to me in all fairness, considering you had 2 arrows in you, but still, fair enough. Endure it. Those are wounds of glory. It's all thanks to you that your state was saved. Thank you so much, big bro. I definitely won't ever forget about it. Yep, same goes for you. Alright. This really is a ridiculously detailed map. Seemed like if we... it's going to be very useful for 10. Seemed like if we just proceed on without making a detour to Joe, we would have ended up running into a number of Wei and Zhao's garrisons. See? So I ended up actually arrived at Token City earlier, and what goes around comes around, I guess. Seki's whistle. It's a signal for sighting enemies. Didn't the elder say this route had no enemy? Did they trick you? All troops halt. There's quite a few. There might be more hidden in the forest. Was that like a? Did they just trick you? I can't want to state they're from either because the flags aren't up to Seki. No, it's hard to tell. Wait, why the hell are they stopped all the way here? This is really strange. The elder said this path is such a close kept secret that even in the Free States, only prime ministers at even higher ranks know of it. Did that geezer lie to us? No, I don't think. Okay, I don't think. Okay, what is it? Look. Ooh, some big ass carriages came out. Probably a prime minister or something. Looked like we got ourselves a bigwig. Damn, that carriage doesn't have any flags either, huh? They're coming out. Well, maybe we'll know after seeing just who it is. Alright, who is it? Who is it? Riboku. Man knows everything. He knows everything. Selling information. Maybe it comes from that. Maybe it comes from Joe. You know, information. I don't know. Riboku, Captain, you give us away. Yeah, you need to hide. He nearly spotted them as well. What the hell is Riboku doing all the way out here? Who knows? Coming all the way out here to the border. Riboku-sama, the preparations are complete. The preparations. Well then, let us depart. Take care. What is he up to? The Prime Minister of Zhao Riboku. What's he doing? And then what about Shin? Yeah, of course he went. I mean, come on. Of course he went to chase after Riboku. He said he wanted to confirm with his own eyes what Riboku was up to. However, even though Shin and Zhao are currently allied, who knows what could happen if the captain is discovered. So the captain wants us to get ready to charge the enemy at a moment's notice. Damn it, taking this detour around the Zhao sword sure took a lot of time. But we should be almost there by now. I can sense some people nearby, and there's quite a few of them too. 10, you were here. Eh? Good thing I had Kyoukai teach me a few tricks for. Alright, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice to know. It's close. 10 to what's in there. Riboku and somebody else who looks, I wouldn't say similar, but like a prime minister, like a king. I don't know. Who the heck is that? Somebody's. Ah. Okay. What the hell are you doing here? Shin of the. Yep. Okay. What now? Apologies. He's an acquaintance. Stop, Kokishi. We're leaving. Poison arrows. Yeah. Both had soldiers too. Good grief, you really are a troublesome person, aren't you? Shin of the He Shin unit. Long time no see. That's true. I didn't even recognize it. He's grown. Sneaking around in a place like this. Are you up to some underhanded tricks again, Riboku? Who the hell was that man just then? That has nothing to do with you. We're not gonna find out, are we? Ah, okay. Welcome. Okay, it seems you managed to conclude your business without any issues. Prime Minister, State of Chu, Prime Minister Shun Shin Kun. Ah, it was a conversation. Okay, that's interesting. It was a conversation between Prime Ministers. You really think there would have been a problem? Stupid, baldy, caustic as always. But to have come out of this way to organize a talk in such a place, what was Riboku's proposal? What do you think it was? Well, naturally, that would be a Xiao Zhou alliance. Bruh, you bastards. You are underestimating Riboku too much. That man declared war is far more terrifying. Okay, it's far more terrifying than you can imagine. Is it really okay? Your bodyguards are all gone. An alliance really is a convenient thing. Thanks to the Jin Zhao alliance that's in place, you're unable to put a hand on me even though you must be burning for revenge, yeah? However, the purpose of an alliance is not simply for the sake of preventing an enemy from attacking you, but also protecting. Rather, importance lies in what one can obtain after the alliance, as well as your actions after the alliance. Then aren't we the ones that came out ahead in this alliance? Shin has managed to acquire a huge strategical stronghold in the area of Sanju, but Jiao wasn't really able to grab that much territory in your war with Yan. So long as you continue to believe that acquiring territory is all there is to warfare, you will never be able to defeat me in this life. In this life, not just now, in this life. You really are planning something behind our backs, aren't you? Who was that man just then, and why were you meeting with him all the way out here? Do you really think I'll say exactly? Come on. But I imagine that you still wish to know all the same. Quit playing around. You're not gonna find out. Shall we have a? Where did this just come from? If you manage, he's gonna show you some military strength, from actual combat strength. If you manage to defeat me, I'll be happy to divulge all my plans to you. What did you say? Next chapter. No waiting, just hopping right next to the next chapter. Cardio 10. So he really did end up becoming a strategist, huh? Yeah. A warrior's body, chapter 260. And out of all of the units, you joined that slanty eye one. You mean Shin. Say, what is the Chancellor of Zhao Riboku doing in that place? Nobody's gonna tell you. There's no way I could tell you that, stupid. Yeah, I guess. Still, it's weird. I heard Riboku-sama had come this way, but... Yeah. Riboku, I have no idea what the hell you're trying to pull here by doing this. I'm going to be coming at you with the intent of killing you. Phew. If by doing you do manage to kill me, then my plan will completely go up in smoke too. It looks like we've got someone. What of it? Just what I wanted. Riboku, Shin, are you seriously trying to... Really, he's got those eyes. He's got no eyes. That's really what it is. He's got no eyes. He's got that death look. No eyes. This guy just gets slaughtered back. Yeah. Shin was... Okay. He's not just a strategist. Shin was actually knocked back. How can a strategist like Riboku... Idiot. You people are the ones who went ahead and assumed that Riboku was a simple strategist. The Riboku was formerly... What's with those muscles? I just see... No, there's so many old scars. Heh. I knew it. I had a feeling from when I first saw you at the Royal Palace in Kanju that you were definitely a fighter who had set foot on an actual battlefield. There's no way some pen pusher who relies on only strategy could have been able to defeat General Oki as I thought. You're a true monster equipped with both intellect and fighting skills. Ooh. Did you perhaps accept this duel to just confirm that no shit? Did you really think I was gonna kill you here? To me, you're a wall that I must overcome head on, not through some underhanded shit like that. Fair enough. It appears that you have grown a fair bit yourself. Defeating the famous Rinko wasn't just for show. So what are you doing here? We're out of time, huh? Damn it. Hurry up and piss off. Great. We're not gonna find out, are we? Look at Shentai getting released, yeah. Come, let's go. Riboku. For a prime minister yourself to organize a secret meeting in a place like this, it's quite likely that the other man was also someone as high ranking as a prime minister, yep. And in the worst case scenario for Shin, that would be the prime minister of Chu. And the two of you would be secretly discussing a Chu Zhao alliance. But no, as they said in last chapter, underestimating them far too much. To always presume the worst possible outcome is the correct choice as a strategist, Kaio 10. As expected of the person who is serving as the He-Shin unit's brain, then it really is an alliance. As I said to Shin earlier, what is important in an alliance is not the alliance, but rather the objective and the outcome is also connected to the next objective. Well, just do right here and now. I shall give you a warning. Though the two of you may have some measure of experience on the battlefield, you have yet to realize the true terror of war. Okay, you've got guts underestimating. I don't think he's underestimating you at all. It doesn't matter what sort of bullshit little scheme you brew up to use against Shin. I'm gonna personally blow all of it away, facing it head on. Good luck to you. Okay, right back at you. Let's go, 10. Kaio 10. If you ever find yourself without a home, come seek me out. Pretty cool. A Chu-Zhao alliance? Just thinking of it, well, again, gives me chills, but due to how large Chu is, they've always been hard to put into action. Even a beneficial alliance like that should be difficult to form. Still, we should send word to High Commander as a precaution. We've already sent a messenger. Good. If they really do successfully establish an alliance, Shin will have to resort to some drastic measures too, yeah? So just allying themselves with Wei, for example. Basically, just everyone allying themselves. It won't be a Chu-Zhao alliance. There was something different with Riboku today, yeah. Then my plan will completely go up in smoke too. So it's about him. I have a feeling Riboku is aiming to do something even bigger than that. 20 days later, Wei Royal Capital, Dairyu, Your Majesty. He is meeting with everyone. What is going? Is he like starting a alliance with everyone against Shin, or is everyone? I don't even know. I don't know. Chapter 261, Signs of a Storm. I need to know. Shin Eastern Frontlines base, Token City. Figures I'd find you on the eastern wall again. You do realize you can't see from the Zhao from here. Yeah, I know. Almost an entire month has passed since he came across Riboku while he was at a secret meeting, and yet neither the Zhao or the Shu have made any movements. You don't believe me. Don't be stupid. Of course I do. Which is why I've been keeping tabs on the Chu and Zhao army movement this month, even though we've been engaged with the Wei. Nice. You can bet your ass that Pups seem up to something out of our sights. Personally, I'm more concerned about how quiet the Wei army's been. Wait. By the way, Moten, what's that you're carrying? Booze? I completely forgot. Yeah, I was planning on having a few cups from great. Celebration. Even on the front lines, we should still celebrate. Fair enough. Any good news we hear of, wouldn't you say? I've brought snacks too. Hey man, just good. Best friend for life. So what are we celebrating exactly, Sib? That Ohon was recently promoted to 2,000 man commander. Why the hell do we have to celebrate something like that? You shitting me? Nah, that wasn't the main thing we're celebrating. It would appear a joyous event has occurred back in Kanju. Okay. Though China itself was covered with an air hinting of turbulent times to come, inside the royal capital of Kanju, perpetually shaken by the power struggle within the walls, there had occurred an auspicious event that seemed as if it would sweep away all the darkness in the air. Ko had become pregnant with Sei's child. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You didn't tell me anything. Since when did the two of you, even if you asked me since when, yeah, of course you did. Back during our last meeting. Okay. Okay. I was surprised as expected after, hey man. AC. Thank goodness. I'm so happy for you, Coach. Congratulations, yeah. Shogun-kun, he's crying, but what about Rufio? I want to see his reactions. Thank you so much, Yu-chan. I love you so much. Fair enough. Show him, yeah, congratulations, Your Majesty. He's like, that's him right now. Yes, thank you. It's kind of embarrassing. However, it was found out later that another palace girl had conceived a child even earlier than Ko. But Ko herself paid no heed to that at all, because to Ko just being able to bear Sei's child was enough to fill her with content. Alright. Tokens, yeah. Who's Sei? Who's Sei? Yep, it's hard to be. Who's? I like that in the background. Who's Sei? That guy's gonna become a dad. But even though he's always putting on such a calm and composed face, he's still been keeping himself. Yes, he has. Well, we're all the way out here risking our next day in and day out. Well, that's fine, isn't it? Yeah. It's really important job for exactly. As if something like that is It is. I told you already. It is. Yeah. But still, so Sei's going to be a dad soon. Crap, I'm starting to tear up for two. I'm so happy. It feels like the family is getting bigger. It's not like it's your family that's getting bigger though. Well, that's true, but well, I know what you mean. Yeah, you're all family. Come to think of it, didn't we meet one of the girls from the harem before? Yeah, back when he had to fight against Kyoukai, that plain looking girl. Maybe it's her. Ha! You're kidding me, right? The harem girl, like over 2,000 beauties in there. There's no, I don't know about that. Yeah, actually, of course, the typical speak of somebody and then they sneeze kind of thing. That's pretty cool. Captain, enemy soldiers have been spotted in the eastern mountains. The Hishin unit has been requested. Alright, we're not going to lose to Sei either. Let's do this with a bang. Who is Sei? No, well, it wasn't enemies, but another Shin army. Are you kidding me? How the hell did a stupid mistake like that happen? Well, that's because they're from a different army than the rest of our allies in this area. Rokuomi and Army Commander Kano 2. Okay, the remnants of Oki's army. What are they doing? Have you two been posted to Token City as well? Don't be stupid. We're investigating the regions of Zhao, Chu, and Wei. Our Lord General Oki had his own information network that operated separately from the one used by Shin's High Command, and with his death, it has been passed down to To-sama. Okay, where is To? Where is Shakespeare? We've had hints that Zhao has been restless with some activities recently, but even after extensive investigation, we still don't have any details. Kid, we know of your encounter with... They know everything. Tell us of it in detail. Shin. To-sama says that a storm is brewing. A storm even greater than Bayou, where we lost our Lord General Oki. A storm, yeah, many days later. There is Shakespeare. We've got Shakespeare back. Fort Nanko, a defensive line that extended all along the border between the lands of Shin and Chu. This in itself clearly demonstrated the fear that Shin held towards the superpower of Chu. But with such sturdy defenses erected, Chu itself could not launch an attack lightly either. Hence, it was accepted that Chu would never attack Fort Nanko because doing so would result in a gigantic war. However, so they are now doing it. The myth of safety was suddenly shattered. It's the Shu. The Chu are attacking. Sixth year of Sei's reign, 241 BC. The Great War that occurred in this year would reach deeply into Shin's lands. Ooh. I know there's a big arc coming up. I know there's an arc that a lot of people consider like some of the. I know there's an arc that a lot of people consider to be like the best arc in Kingdom. One of the reasons why I actually started that because I looked at like a top list, like a top 10 list in like one of the videos I was watching of like a reaction of something else, not Kingdom. I looked at like there was like a top 10 list, and I think that there was a Kingdom arc. I don't know what arc was called now, but it was a Kingdom arc at like number 2 or number 3. That's one of the reasons why I really want to get into the show. Is that what is happening right here? Is that what this is right now? Could be much later, of course, but with the way everyone is hyping everything up, like Ribaku is the key, like a free state alliance. I'm assuming free versus the rest essentially. But if Chu alone is able to like do so much, then what are the rest gonna do? So you're now launching the campaign. It's good to see To back, and there's so much politics going on right now. I can't wait until the next one, folks. I can't wait until the next one. I will see you all, everyone, in the next one, everyone. Peace out and have a nice day. And this one was quite long, but still, it was fun. It was enjoyable. So peace out and have a nice day, everyone. Bye.